Hello, greetings, and welcome at long last to our final Mod of the Month video for 2021. Taking a look at the best Morrowind mods of December 2021. And December was just another amazing month for the modding community, with 85 new mods released, and quite a few of them were just of exceptionally high quality. In particular, those looking to enhance the atmosphere of their games got just quite a few excellent mods to breathe a new life into Morrowind's landscapes. We'll be taking a look at the top 3 of those mods here today, or as I should say, the top 4. But as a quick note for our OpenMW viewers, unfortunately this was a very MWC heavy month. And consequently, most of the mods in today's video do require MWC and are not currently compatible with OpenMW. This might change in the future. OpenMW is working on their own Lua-based framework, so compatibility patches or alternative OpenMW versions just, might be something that'll happen in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, with that said, downlinks and timestamps are just right down below. So let's begin with our Mod of the Month, which this time around is Vapourmist by tewlwolow. Vapourmist is, I think, one of the positively best atmospheric additions made for Morrowind in the past few years, providing just an utterly transformative vista of Morrowind's landscapes that give it a misty beauty that just completely enhances its alien nature. To put it simply, Vapourmist and dynamically spawning 3D clouds and mist at, varying height levels, depending on time of day and certain weather conditions. You might just be walking along the road in the early morning, going into a little vale and just stumble into a low-lying bank of mist. Or you could be climbing a mountain and see a cloud bank just parting around a nearby Dumiri tower. Or maybe you're turning a corner in the road only to see a Dahrk shrine poking out of the clouds in the nearby distance. Or just walking through Sephumbra only to look up and see the top of Tel Naga just covered by dense fog. These are just some of the many scenes that you might come across while using Vapourmist, and the degree to which it enhances the game just really cannot be understated. The dynamic nature of these 3D clouds and mists really makes the landscape come alive. And with Distant Land and some just verticality-inducing landscape mods, the power this has to transform the vistas before you is just truly mesmerizing. Not only is this a fantastic atmospheric addition, but it does also have its own mod config, where you can adjust things like cloud density, the number of clouds spawning per cell, and this is made to automatically work with Weather Adjuster. So your cloud settings in Weather Adjuster will just automatically be applied to the clouds spawning in Vapourmist. Truly, I think this is just an absolute must-have mod, and, certainly a top 10 contender for 2021. The amount of just sheer verticality, atmospheric beauty it adds to the game is beyond measure. And if you've got a rig that can handle it, I really can't recommend it enough. Hence why it is, of course, our Mod of the Month for December 2021. But anyway, next up we have a very different, but no less fantastic addition to the game, with our second pick for the Mod of the Month, which this time around is all books color-coded and designed by Xero Foxx. A truly massive replacer package. This mod just replaces every book in the vanilla game, giving each book a unique cover, with the title of the book, of course, clearly displayed, something that was obviously missing in the vanilla game, and color coding each book based on their subject material. According to Xero Foxx, not only is each book cover unique, but often will implement a design that reflects the book's content, that, just blends in fairly well with the game's aesthetics. And, again, the coloring of each book just indicates what subject it belongs to. For example, religious texts will be in green coloring, which is actually just, pretty consistent with the vanilla game. History books will be in red, biographies in yellow, magical works in blue, fictional stories and tales in purple, and just, so on and so forth. The detail and design of each of these book covers is just really quite beautiful, greatly enhancing the quality of your library. And by the way, did I mention these books also come with just new and unique icons to match their book covers? The icons alone are just a massive improvement over the vanilla game. And if you're a bibliophile like me, the color coding of book subjects will just definitely add that extra level of just satisfaction when you're arranging or rearranging and organizing the books in your personal library. There's just been a number of unique book cover mods over the years, but this is the only color-coded one, at least to my knowledge, and the only replace mod to cover all the books in the vanilla game released in just the last few years. Reportedly, Xero Foxx is even planning to cover books from OB data and Tamriel data just sometime in the future. This is already just a fantastic addition to the game, and with even more being added in, in the future, this is just an obvious second pick for the mod of the month. Finally, our third and final pick for the mod of the month for December 2021 is actually two mods. Seph's New Bars and Seph's HUD Customizer by Sephumbra. As you might imagine, both of these mods have to do with the UI, and in particular, they give you a lot more information and customization to best tweak the HUD and UI to your own personal preferences. First up, with Seph's New Bars, this truly amazing little mod adds actual health bars, magic bars, and fatigue bars to NPCs and creatures that you can just see when looking at them, with options to change their size and placement, as well as whether or not to display the actual numerical values for health, magicka, and fatigue. These bars are updated in real time and also include a hostility indicator, so you can see whether or not someone is currently hostile by just looking at the color of the health bar. Red for hostile, and yellow for passive. This is a pretty massive convenience feature, and a huge improvement over the vanilla game, which, just as a reminder, only gives you a briefly flashing yellow bar indicating the enemy's health in the bottom left-hand corner. And heck, even that wasn't actually in the vanilla game. That was added in Tribunal. The vanilla game didn't even give you that much information about your enemies at all, which can just be a little frustrating when you've been wailing on them for, a long time and they still haven't gone down. I mean, I know Tribunal came out in the fall of 2002, but I remember all those days spent wailing on creatures and NPCs without even that much of an indication that I was even doing damage to them. I remember. It was a frustrating experience. But my memories aside, the second of these two mods, Seph's HUD Customizer, is just another fantastic little convenience mod that allows you to adjust and customize the appearance and location of information on your HUD. You can change the shape, size, width, and location of your health, magicka, and stamina. You can move your weapon and active spell icons, as well as a minimap, just moving them to any location on the screen that you like. Even dead center in the middle of everything. You absolute monster. You can also turn on numerical values for the various status bars and even customize the HUD appearance for other mods that modify the UI, like Ashfall or Self-Improved. Moving and adjusting just, where things are, like the light bar or the hunger and thirst meters and just all that. Really, both of these mods are just amazing UI additions and components, and again, just pretty much must-haves for the information and customization that they provide. All that makes them our third and final pick for the mods of the month for December 2021. But we're not quite done yet. December was just such a fantastic month for the community that I do have just one honorable mention here, with the lovely little atmospheric mod Glowbugs by Melchior, Dahrk and Greatness 7. Again, it has to be said that December was just an absolutely incredible month for atmospheric world additions. And Glowbugs is certainly just a fantastic atmospheric mod from Morrowind. Basically, what it does is add, Glowbugs, obviously, to the Bitter Coast and Ascadian Isles regions. These Glowbugs will naturally appear in the evening and nighttime hours, just, depending on the weather, with a distinct hue and color for the Glowbugs in each region. You can often just, see swarms of them out during pleasant evenings along the coastlines and, over various swamps in the Bitter Coast. And they really are just a remarkably scenic addition to these regions, giving both the Bitter Coast and the Ascadian Isles just an even more unique character. Not only does this dynamically spawn Glowbugs in both of these regions, but much like how you can just snatch insects out of the air in Skyrim, you can also grab these Glowbugs just straight from the air, if you're, quick enough, and use their sweet, sweet thorax meat for alchemy, and in particular for brewing potions of light. This is just both a simply gorgeous and fun addition to the game that, just truly enhances the atmosphere of both the Bitter Coast and Ascadian Isles, and it really is just another fantastic addition to the game, combined with a Vapourmist and other mods like Valdi's Bitter Coast mod, Grot Morrowind Swamp Trees, Mystify, and Ozzy's Ground Cover. You can get some just really amazing looking environments. But anyway, that's just, that's all enough to make it our last highlight for December 2021. And, that's it for today. So as always, down links are just right down below. And real quick, before we leave off, I would just like to, thank our patrons, including Aesthetic JMac, Area 5, /Sunbalmean, Billy Fighter, Kiwi, Cyprinius, Danae, Deliant, Danina, Yame, Alcazo Castornau, Julian, Corridor, Langastier, Macbone, Melchior Dahrk, Millord, Michael, Mr. the Joshman, Null Cascade, Old Navy Twidget, Opera Jack, Port Q's, Povu Holo, Raven Talon, Rissaleaf, Shadow Banish Wine, Shuda, Sugar Cat, Stiff Kitten, Talvani with 8,000 nicknames, two-time Trauma Root, and Xero Foxx. If you'd like to join them, check out our rewards, including early access, behind-the-scenes content, and access to polls to just, decide what kind of content we showcase. Visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/MorrowindModding. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.